Welcome to ADDcast. I'm Ad Systems Multimedia Coordinator Brian Cohen, and today I'm joined by Liz Hill, Manager of the Client Services Group for PriMedia Incorporated. Liz, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure, and I'm really excited to be with you today.
Likewise. Now, before we get into things, can you first start by telling us a little bit about PriMedia?
Oh, absolutely. So PriMedia is a full service marketing and communications company that services the heating oil and propane industry. We have been in business since 1993, so we're approaching our 30-year anniversary. And we have evolved from starting out as a newsletter company to doing full-blown installations of your Smart Connect products for multi-office companies to wholesalers to COD operations, et cetera. So we work with all companies, big and small, and we work with you guys every day.
Excellent. So in addition to being a full-service marketing company for fuel businesses, you create custom web portals with your InView product, and in the case of Ad System clients, Ad Smart Connect APIs. Can you tell us more about your role specifically?
In terms of what I do at PriMedia, I've been here since 2007. And my role here is I'm the manager of our client services group. So I work together with our other account management staff to ensure that our customers are getting service the way that they expect to. So, my day-to-day is working with our customers on their installations in addition to other things.
Excellent. Now, PriMedia has had a long relationship with Ad Systems. As you mentioned, you guys started in 1993. Can you tell us a little bit about when that relationship with Ad Systems started and a little bit more about how it's grown over the years?
Oh, absolutely. So actually, the relationship between PriMedia and Ads started before PriMedia was officially founded in 1993. Rich Rutigliano, the owner and founder of PriMedia, used Ad Systems as his back office software when he was the general manager of a heating oil company in Queens, New York. The company was actually one of Ad Systems' first customers, and the rest you can say is history. We now have ads on speed dial at our office. Since we work with your company daily, we have relationships with everyone from Bruce Bot to your Smart Connect team, new business managers, and of course, your customer service representatives.
Excellent. Now, what are some of the key things you feel like your customers are looking for from PriMedia in today's market?
Well, overwhelmingly, we hear of two things. So, of course, customer online convenience, as well as our customers wanted to alleviate some of the unnecessary calls to their office. And that was a lot of that came from COVID and maybe having some short staffing issues and things that way. So those are the two things. So the way our InView portal works, it allows customers to see their up-to-date account information, even on multiple accounts if applicable. So including things like account balance, payment due, last payment date, last delivery and service dates, last tune-up dates. We can show multiple tanks and fuels, et cetera. Customers can also pay online, set up recurring payments, enroll in auto pay. They can also request things like heating oil and propane or kerosene deliveries as well. Lastly, we also have installations that even allow customers to enroll in price protection and sign their contracts through InView. All of these features have the ability to write back to ads to make it automated for the company as well. So all of our installations are custom for the company we are working with. So all of our installations are a little bit different. Some of our companies want the portal to be fully automated and some don't want that. They still want that personal touch, but that's what we're here for. We don't want to change the way our customers do business, so we accommodate those needs and requests. So with all of this being said, the features that allow the customers to have those online conveniences also help the company. That those with customers having the ability to look at all of their account information, that helps to alleviate the non-emergency calls to the office. So especially during the height of the heating season, this is especially important. And the other thing, and probably most importantly, we hear that our customers are getting paid faster and they're getting more deliveries from our portals as well.
Going off of what you just said there, do you feel like in this post-COVID world that companies are more leaning towards the automated end of things, or are they leaning more towards the personal one-on-one touch with people that you're seeing kind of across the board?
Honestly, I'm seeing a mixed bag. So I have companies that are full blown automated, even up to and including new customer enrollment, with us being able to check customer credit scores. But then on the opposite end of things, I have a company that was really hesitant to be fully automated because they wanted their CSRs to have that personal touch. So it really depends. And in those instances, it's not, the one truck operator that wants it fully automated or the company that has 35,000 customers. It runs a gamut of what our companies want to do. So I don't have a hard and fast answer on that, except that the industry is pretty divided in terms of automated versus still having a little bit of a personal touch. But if I had to say, I think people are, I guess, going a little bit more towards automation because especially with COVID, quarantines, sometimes they didn't have enough office staff to accommodate some things. So I know that is certainly in the back of our clients' minds.
So then looking more generally, how does PriMedia work with customers to integrate your services with back office software, such as what we provide at Ad Systems?
Oh, so I'm just going to take you, I guess, through our full process because of course, every company is different. So we don't offer a one size fits all approach. So the first thing that we do is we speak with the company representative and we figure out what version of ads they're on, as well as if they have any Smart Connect modules. Then we work from there.
And by Smart Connect modules, for people new to ad, we offer multiple Smart Connect modules depending on what data the portal needs access to. It may be accounts receivable data, delivery data, service data, etc. Liz, what are the next steps?
So then at that point, depending on what the company has, we have a discussion about two things: day-to-day practices in the office. And then we also talk about whether or not they have different divisions, if they have different offices, if those divisions work differently compared to other divisions, because we want to know all of that before we go ahead and demo anything. And then once we have all that information, we conduct a demo for the company. We have a full in-view portal set up so our customers can see what we have to offer. And then from there, we decide if a company needs something fully automated or maybe they don't need certain features. We can turn off and on features. We can also customize anything that we need to for that company. So we do that all before we even get started because we want to be sure we're all on the same page.
And what about companies with multiple divisions or multiple accounts receivable databases?
If they do have multiple offices, we want to make sure that we have all of the ARs in place. We want to make sure that our InView portal recognizes those people. And then if AR2 does, let's say, offer service, but AR3 doesn't, we want to make sure that that's all in play as well. So that's basically how we get started with a customer. And then we work together with your teams to be sure that we are, writing things back to the correct places, that we're working with Trina, Dylan, and your Smart Connect department to be sure that the company knows where to look for certain things and that we're working together. So that's basically how we work in a nutshell.
Well, I'd like to drill down into that process a little bit more. How long might it take to finish an InView portal integration with back office software?
Well, our standard InView is somewhere between 3 and 4 weeks. If a customer, so we offer different modules. So for instance, if they want our price point module connected with SLPP, in addition to InView, we might say to the customer, hey, let's get InView done. And then depending on the timeline, we're going to go ahead and phase in the price point installation. And also if there are other customizations, we want to make sure that we account for those as well. But our standard InView is 3 to 4 weeks. And then anything else, we do a phased in approach. We also back into dates. So if we have a customer starting their price protection season, let's say May 15th, we're going to back into that date for that customer.
Now, Ad Systems users covers a broad spectrum of the energy industry. So what type of energy companies does PriMedia have experience working with? And are there some that you may have more experience than with others?
So primarily, we work with, of course, heating oil, propane, and kerosene companies. Most of our customers are dual fuel or even they have all fuels. So we work according to the fuel. and according to the customer. So we also work from everybody from a full service dealer to a COD company to multi-state office companies to wholesalers. So we work with your WDMS modules, and we actually have portals up for our wholesalers so their companies can go and purchase gasoline and things that way. So really, there's no company too big or too small for us, because with our motto is, if we get the data, we can work with it. So we don't care if it's a one truck operation or a company with 100,000 customers. It's all the same to us.
Now, let's say a client has a presence already online and they have a website already in place. Do you approach that situation differently with that customer?
The only thing that's different for us is that we want to make sure that our portal looks like their current website. So we would ask the company that we're working with to put us in contact with our website provider so we can take assets like the header and footer of their current website. Because what we do is we build all of our in-view portals to look and feel like the website. Because what we pride ourselves in is we want to make sure that the end customer has a really seamless experience between us and the company. Speaking from personal experience, I think people would get to feel uncomfortable if they knew they were going somewhere else. So we want to make sure that our portals look just like the website. So that's really the only difference. Everything else works exactly the same way. If for some reason we can't accommodate the header or footer for some reason, we have a full creative staff here that would replicate those headers and footers to ensure that our customer has that really great portal experience.
Now, with a hopefully post-COVID world fast approaching us all, are there any hot topics that are trending these days with your clients and customers?
Hot topics, yes. So always device responsiveness and apps. Our customers want to make sure that their customers can do everything on a cell phone without pinching and zooming and having a cumbersome experience. That's been a topic for many years, and that is still a hot topic. Of course, we do provide apps. We have apps for Android as well as iOS that we can provide to our customers. The next thing, I think we touched on it a little bit before, is automation. So, of course, things like payment write backs and deliveries. If a customer is doing something online, our companies want those to write back. If it's happening online, they want to be notified that there's something happening, but they don't want to have to dedicate a CSR to typing in something that's already done. So that's definitely something that is always a hot topic. Then the last thing is reviews. So all of our customers want good reviews. So we actually integrate with the ad software to automate emails. So we have emails that get sent automatically out to customers after a service or delivery call. And that email just basically prompts the customer to write a review on Google or Facebook or Yelp or anything that way. But also we provide the customer a space on a secure forum if they have a customer complaint. So instead of someone going onto Google and complaining, we're giving that customer an opportunity to complain, but it's not going out to the public. So that's been, within the last 6 months, pretty hot in terms of what we're seeing and what our customers are requesting of us. They want reviews and they want their customers to feel good about doing business with them.
So what new projects are currently in the PriMedia pipeline right now?
Well, breaking news: due to the dramatic price increases that customers have had across the board over the last couple of weeks, and it doesn't seem like it's going to get any better, we are creating an offshoot of our price protection enrollment process, and that's going to be for budget plan enrollments. So our budget plan enrollments now are going to take the ad software and data, and we're going to check the account usage history. And we're also going to set up recurring payments and have those right back as well for the customer. So again, another automated process, but we just over in the last couple of days, we're hearing a lot of our customers talking about their budget plan. So we should make that automated. So that's as of this morning. We talked about that and we're working on it right now. over the last few months, we had a request to integrate our new customer enrollment process with our COD ordering platform. Oh, and of course, Smart Connect. So what that does is we have a COD ordering process with Smart Connect integrated, as well as our new customer enrollment process. So what that means in a nutshell is a customer goes onto the website checks against the ads database to see if that person is a customer already. If that person is a customer, that delivery gets written back along with the payment, and then a delivery ticket is created. If that customer is a brand new customer for that company, the order does get pushed through to ads. At that point, it double checks. So it checks to make sure that that isn't a duplicate customer for some reason. So if a customer has, let's say, an account number, but maybe a different phone number, we flag it. If anything flags on ads, because the worst thing that could happen is that there's a duplicate customer in your system. So we double check that. If the customer is in fact a brand new customer, all of that information gets sent to ads along with the payment. Then a customer account number is created. The payment is put on the account. The delivery ticket is then created. And then we also allow that person to log in online almost immediately. So that was a very special request. And we just implemented that. Something else that we are working on is we have a Lead Pro product, and we've had that for many years, and we're revamping that now to include things like emailing directly from our Lead Pro product, integrating ad systems with it. So that way, again, we don't want double entries into leads. So we're integrating, ad systems with that. Also, we are integrating some texting features where a salesperson can text the customer directly from Lead Pro if needed. So, so we're always working and tinkering on things, but literally today, breaking news, we are working on a budget plan enrollment officially, a product for that.
Well, if the last few years have taught us anything at all, it's that the future is always met with a little bit of uncertainty. So as you peer deeper into your proverbial crystal ball, what do you see ahead for PriMedia as we navigate into the future?
Well, I think we're going to continue. I know that we're going to continue doing what we've been doing for the last 30 years. We're going to continue to innovate and create new products, and we're going to keep up with the changing technology and the needs of our customers. That's what has kept us going strong for 30 years. And I know in the next 30 years and beyond, we're going to be doing that exact thing.
Now, PriMedia has been a longtime exhibitor at ADD's Business Tech Conference. Can you share a little bit about your experiences at the BTC and why it's important for you as an exhibitor, as well as for maybe those in attendance? Because May of 2023 will be here before you know it.
Well, I got to tell you, we're really excited about the upcoming ads conference because we certainly missed it last year due to COVID. And one of the things that we always say about your conference is that it's a perfect mix of great information and learning and play. And as an exhibitor, that's always best for us because then you get to establish relationships with users. And in that, so where people are a little bit more relaxed and they can let loose a little bit, that's where the relationships come in. And we always leave your conference with more knowledge and, of course, really good leads. Because people that are there are serious about your product, as we are. We're very serious about our relationship with you. But really, the caliber of leads that we get are just great. And then also the opportunities that you guys give us in terms of presenting and in terms of the booth and in terms of getting people to the booth to talk to. I mean, it's really a home run for us. And you make it so that it is a more of a relaxed environment that helps to initiate all of those relationships and goals that we have coming back.
Now, if somebody would like to get in touch with you or someone at PriMedia to maybe learn a little bit more, or they have some questions after listening to this interview, how can they go about contacting you?
They can contact me directly at lhill@primediany.com. But we also have a website just for our InView product, getinview.com. And then also we have our website, goprimedia.com as well. So, or of course you can call 516-222-2041. You can ask for Liz and I'll be happy to answer any questions and to take you through the process as well.
Fantastic. Liz, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having us.
To keep up with the latest happenings at Ad Systems, visit adsys.com/blog or connect with us on social media by following Ad Systems on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. If you have any questions about ADDcast, feel free to reach out to us at addcast@adsys.com. Thanks for listening and have a great day.